Are you guys ready for what is coming ahead for us next 3 months, 4 months? This is what I see is gonna repeat because it was the opposite till this point. Now we are in this direction. Bears are getting kicked in their butt. That is awesome to watch as a bull in the market. But what makes you think like these kind of moves have some possibility? I'm not talking about a $20 possibility here. We're looking for just the wave 2 here. Why? Because you watch fundamentals of this particular asset is unmatched in this asset class. Then you ask like, okay, for something like this to happen, you need a lot of money to come into crypto market and then to XRP. But what do you think is happening? Now this is a mainstream idea. Big guys like Credible and others with massive following are now coming out and talking about this, saying, okay, this is a possibility. Remember, we in the SI family talked about this in detail months back, then reiterated that last month saying, watch, this is going to happen. And that is the same thing we are watching. What does that mean? You're watching stock markets collapse in different part of the world. You're watching banks getting hit hard. This is actually a big amount of money. And then you're watching central banks say, okay, we are not going to cut the rates. Let's bleed more. So if you see bleed more signal on the banking side, crypto is going to take off. That is an area where you see all these fundamentals playing into an asset, and the marketing this time is taking this to the next level. Watch when the price action goes through the roof, you will have doubts about what's happening. Because if history is to stand true, what we are watching now is going to be a generational wealth creational opportunity. I reiterate, this session, maybe next 3 months, maybe next 5 months, is going to be a generational wealth creating opportunity for me, you, and anyone in this market if you take the right judgment and the right actions. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. While we understand the fact that there's a lot of different assets popping 100% a week, close to another 100% a week, and next one starting to pop through, you kind of get the idea, okay, the market is starting to do something wild. Some of these assets are already running hot. What does all that mean? When you see assets popping like this, media, the attention, people, the marketing, the word of mouth, everything comes in, and that's where you watch price action getting better and moving higher. Now, one of the primary stuff which I want you guys to actually keep in mind is, yes, the fundamentals are 100% true, but how can you actually know that this is going to happen, right? That's where what we called out here, around $15, we call out this is an opportunity. Now, this is like September 3rd, so it's not even 2 months yet, and you already had $100. We followed it through. When we reached the first target, I told you, watch, this is going to be the next target. We are already here. That means the market is showing you something. What is that? You need to understand that when these assets show you, I'm going to pop, you need to understand, you can look at the charts and say, okay, there is a huge possibility that this is one of the best medium-term opportunity. That's exactly what we do in the SI family. So if you are looking for those kind of stuff in the market, understanding the market better, I would say you can join these 500 people and take benefit of what we do in the SI family. So if you want to do that, you can use that link. If you're watching in YouTube, the link is in the description below. Now, get this straight. I'm not saying like, I'll work some magic when we do the one-on-one session. What I'm saying is, with the best of my knowledge and the experience in the market, I can actually give you a thought process of mine based on your portfolio. I'm actually seeing a lot of people are improving during the last 3 months when we did all those rebalancing in some of the biggest portfolios, smallest portfolios and all. Now they are happy. They did that 3 months back. So in 3 months time from here, you may have regrets that you didn't do what you had to do. If you understand you have 100 assets, not everyone does that. If you have 10 assets, you need to understand how you can better position yourself in this market. Right now, the market is hot. It's moving up. There will be a lot of manipulations. Understand that. You need to dig in and look for what the opportunities would look like. Say, this is XRP chart on a short term, 4-hour chart. Now, I'll keep this short, but I want you guys to understand this. When you have a range which is acting as a resistance for some time, and then that's broken, next time it is a support. So you come back down here, and a bounce back is not a surprise. It shouldn't be one. When you slowly zoom out on that, you get the point, like, okay, that is something logical. It makes a lot of sense. You had this signal, which was a new trend formation, and an engulfing candle, which popped through and pushed the price all the way up. Great. Now you zoom out. You have to slowly zoom out, as we do every single time, to understand where the hell we are on a macro trend. Because when you take off and go through this, when you break all these different price resistance ranges, you need to understand where the divergence comes in, whether it's on a daily, whether it's on a shorter horizon. If you are thinking about taking profits at the right time, that helps you a lot. Now, on the Bitcoin side of things, look at this. I mean, this is one of the super bullish stuff you have to watch. I know people are asking me a lot of different questions regarding different YouTubers, but let me say this. Everyone has their opinion. Some of them have a lot of following. Some of them don't. But I would say let the market judge. It's okay. Now, look at this. Once you enter into this territory, you consolidated here. There was different people calling for a double top here when I was saying, no, we have a divergence. We should go back up. We did go back up. Now, what's the next thing? You already spent around 200, 250 days. Yeah, close to 220 days in consolidation here. So this has been your accumulation range. And then you consolidated in the range of 25 to 30 for like 200 days, 220 days. That's a lot in terms of price fluctuation. That means the upside should be much bigger and in shorter horizon. You can go back. You can backtest this wherever you want to go in different assets, different asset classes, but you'll get the same idea. You have an accumulation range. You break this, you retest that, does this consolidation, pop through the roof. That's how things work. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go to $1 million Bitcoin. I'm not saying 300,000. A little bit reasonable. I'll say watch for around 120, 115. That range is going to be something to look for. Now, when we go up, if it's like this, each time you run up, drop 30%, run up, drop 30, 40%, it's a healthy market. People are taking profits. New guys are coming in. That is how it should go like. But if it is like this, you don't have much of a correction, you pop, then your corrections will be deeper. Historically, that is true. You can go through the history and you'll understand that's what we are watching. Now, short term, what are we watching? The Bitcoin dominance is going through the roof. Remember, we talked about this possibility way before. Informing you guys, this is what we're looking at. Bitcoin dominance going up. Why? Back then, the RSI showed you I'm breaking back up above the moving average. I'm about to enter into the overbought territory. And the MACD kind of says, I agree with that guy. I'm going up. Now, if you come here right now watching that, yeah, all of them stands true. You are here close to 55%. That means not a lot of altcoins are outperforming. But if you know where to look at and what to look for, you get to take these opportunities. You get to take profits. Say $15 to $115 is a big movement. I wouldn't say it's a small movement. That's a big movement. So getting someone to call this out, it's not the easiest thing to do, because when you're wrong, the market knows. So you have to spend enough time and effort studying the market before you put that call. So time is important. That's why I say, okay, we post this. Almost every single detail in the SI family. If you want to join the group, that can add to your portfolio. It can actually help you in a different way. Now, safe haven assets are breaking through and going through the roof. Why is that? The same reasoning. You're watching stock markets collapse. Whew, that's not the biggest thing to watch for, because you're actually still watching dollar staying at the roof without dropping much. It is bouncing back up. Now, yes, we do have a divergence. I agree on that point. We are continuing that divergence, but the price is not coming back down. Why? People do consider dollar also as a safe haven. I know it is not, but gold, dollar, these are areas where people just flock in when they think they need a safe assets. For some reason, that has been true for a lot of decades. So I think that's going to stay here. And that is an area where you should watch. If Bitcoin dominance is slowing down 58%, that's good for the altcoin market. It will start to take off. If not, there's a lot of space to the upside where you would see it going up to 70% at some point in history. We've done that. So it's nothing new. It's nothing new. But you have to be on the right assets. If not, during that time, you'll feel it's a carnage. Because if you're following the assets which are trending higher, like we've been saying from here, early part, focus on the assets which are trending higher, because others can trap you. These are going to take you to the upside, and that's exactly what we are watching in the market. So if you understand which of these assets are highly correlated with Bitcoin, watch these. These assets are actually running how much? It's running way hotter than Bitcoin itself. So if you understand what to look for and where to look for, now we are like, okay, whenever Bitcoin pumps, these assets are following it. That's my opportunity. I go for it. Great. But yeah, you need to know, okay, that's a breakout signal, but enough volume is there, and not only the short term, the macro and the long term agree with that short term direction. Go for it. If not, it can be really tricky. It should be a micro trade. Get in, get out. But most of us don't do that, right? We are driving all these trades mostly a month, 2, 3, and taking profits decent, because we are not high frequency traders and we don't want to compete against the bots or algorithms. We're human beings. That's really hard to do. So when you are in the market, look for what the market is showing you. If the market is saying, okay, this is a weekly chart. I mean, there are still people who believe this is going to slow down somewhere here. But look at what the market is showing you. Historically, you go to a Bitcoin all-time index and watch. On a weekly chart, when you enter the territory of overbought zone, what happens? You stay there. The price still go back up. Now, if you are to correct back down without much of a patience level in the market dropping like this, you need to actually see a market moving up without any corrections. This is not what we are watching here. You're going up, you're correcting back down. You're going up, you're correcting back down. You're consolidating, the profit taking. The balanced equation is what you're watching. Buyers versus sellers. The supply versus demand. Now, demand has increased to a level where the supply cannot match it. That is why the price is going fetching those supply of who is ready to sell. Understand this. If you're not ready to sell your Bitcoin and others want to purchase that, you will increase your price. You'll say, okay, maybe I'll sell at 35, maybe I'll sell at 40. That's what's happening. Okay, you're going to sell at 40? I'll buy at 40. The price goes to 40. Some transaction has to happen. And that means a lot of people would start selling Bitcoin when it is at the all-time highs. Not before that, because they understand something. What is it? Historically, you do these kind of things and you go crazy. You don't want to miss this, buddy. I mean, brothers and sisters, let's be honest. This is what the market is showing you. So what comes next? Something like this. You really don't want to miss that. During that time, you will watch few altcoins doing really great. If you have them in your portfolio, maybe 5%, maybe 15%, great. Let them rock. And take profits when they show you a divergence. When the whales exit the market, you also want to. You don't want to get trapped there. This time, it's not the time where you want to play with the market. This time, you want to go with the market. Follow the money and get out. Now, watch for assets which show you a bullish sentiment. But keep an eye focused on Bitcoin. Last time we learned this the hard way. A lot of alts were still super bullish, still had upside, measured moves, but Bitcoin reversed and they all dropped like crazy. So this time, you're following Bitcoin along with the assets you ride. So if Bitcoin shows you it is going to get a fever, expect all the market is going to sneeze now. So you want to make sure you understand that and you position yourself in a better way. You don't want to get crushed in the market. Now, again, you are looking for different assets. So one of them for me is XRP. When I look at the monthly chart of this asset, I don't see anything negative. It's coming back up, bouncing above the moving average. If I go on a weekly, this is the super bullish thing I'm looking at. Now, what's the key here? You need to see the RSI breaking above this range. What is that range? Somewhat like 59, say 60. When RSI on a weekly crosses about 60, I think this is going to shoot up somewhere like, $1.8 to $2.3. You will see some people selling there because that's the all-time highs in 2021. Now, the price will go all the way up to 3.8, the all-time highs region of 2017, or the all-time highs of the asset, to attract a lot more people to sell. That's where they match the buyers, the sellers, the supply, the demand. The equation comes in there. Now, again, if you are looking for anything in detail, going through the one-on-one sessions, going through your portfolio, getting the right calls on the right time for the right assets, this can help you for the next 3 to 6 months. Once that window is closed, you may have to wait another 2-3 years to get something like this coming in front of you. Now, if you have the patience and you're just starting out, you're learning, it's completely okay. Learn from this and apply that in the next one. But if you don't have that patience and you want to learn quickly, now spend maybe 2-3 hours a day reading, learning through the price history and all the fundamentals. Which assets have fundamentals? Great. Are they doing a lot of marketing this time? Great. Focus on them. When they show you market likes them, the price is trending higher, go in. Because if you say that asset is great, it's undervalued, and the market is not entering there is something wrong which I'm not able to find out. But the market is not watching that now. But if you are like, okay, I have next 10 years, let the market come late, I'll buy it at this point, it's okay. But if you're like, I want to ride this wave, make sure you understand what you are doing. So guys, if you received value for your time, smash that like button. I'm watching 4,000 views and 500 likes. Whereas here, it's below 3,000 views and 550 likes. Now, if you follow all these videos, at least one of them is good. But 3 people are there to dislike the video. And I'm watching that happen in 5 minutes, 10 minutes of the upload. And I'm surprised. You are not even watching the entire video and you're hitting the dislike and getting out. Human beings, right? We are all human beings, so we understand that. But for those who are smashing that like button, thank you. And if you want my help, I'm always there and I will be there. You can reach me out here or you can DM me in the Twitter. So that's it for today, guys. I'll meet you on the next video. Bye for now.